I understand starting a business from scratch. I understand when you wear every hat. Because being a Bill Clinton impersonator, I was the show, I was the product, I was the brand, I was the marketer, I was the promoter, I was the joke writer, I was the travel booker, I was everything. And you understand that too, running your business. The commas might move, but it's the same principle. You're working on bringing in revenue and putting a product out there that serves a client. It's the same principle. So I learned to look at myself as a brand and as a product. And that's what we're going to talk to you about now, is what you look at when you see yourself as a brand, as a product. What do you see? What does your customer see? And what needs to change to thrive next year and next decade? I knew that Bill Clinton was going to go away. I would go when this thing took off finally after a couple of years, and I'm doing corporate events and I'm in Las Vegas and there's 500 people in the audience, and when I get done doing my political comedy show, I walk off stage and then they do photo ops where people can come up and take their picture with me dressed up as Bill Clinton. And every time I did one of those events, at least one person would stand there and say to me, "It's pretty neat, what are you going to do when Bill Clinton's not in office anymore?" And I always found it was interesting. I knew that my business was finite. I knew it was going to go away. But not one person that I ever asked in return, I said, "What are you going to do when this company sells? What are you going to do when you're no longer in demand?" And those people stood there and looked at me like they had never been asked that question. Isn't it interesting that people had the audacity to ask me what I was going to do for a living, what was going to happen to my business, but they never once thought that about themselves? You should think that way, because I knew that my business was finite. I knew there was going to come a conclusion. So as a brand, as a product, what do you see? And how can you make sure you're still in demand 10 years from now?